Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solutions. My name is Basant, and in today's topic we are going to learn how we can give conditional approval policies in EDMCS application. So let's start. So first I will go to my application, and here you can see we have the planning application, and in planning application this is the view. I have opened the view for it, and we have the viewpoint as account, and this is the account dimension we have in here, and you can see we have various chart of accounts and all the things. Okay, so suppose in my use case, I will just show you. So my use case is that suppose we have source application, and whatever application source, or you can say both are the same. The source and the target application both are same. So in my application, I want that that in my account dimension we have chart of accounts, and suppose I add balance sheet items in my chart of accounts. And as you know that asset, liability and equity are the part of balance sheet, and whenever I add a item on the balance sheet, so I want that uh, whenever the person who is like a user is adding any account, that is cash account, creditors account, or whatever account he is adding, the approval for the balance sheet items will go to KC Brown. Okay, this is a particular type of approval I want uh, that go to the KC Brown, that is a user, or you can say the approver. Okay, but in case if I add income statement items like revenue, expense, so when I add expense account or sales account, so for the income statement accounts, I want that carry lane should get the approval whenever the user add these accounts. Okay, so we are just dividing like two type of approvals, and we are giving the conditional approval policies here, which by which we are like separating balance sheet items and income statement items whenever they are added by a user. So how we can give this type of validation, like custom validation for it, and conditional approval policies, how we can define that. So let's go to our application. So this is the view, and in the account dimension I'm going to provide that approval policies. So I'll just go to inspect. Okay, and go to data chain, and we have to go to hierarchy set. Okay, and you can find the account hierarchy set here, and then we have to go to policies. And for our faster working, I already made the balance sheet kind of approval condition, and for the income statement, so on. Okay, so let me just show you how we can create for the balance sheet. So I will just one more thing, you just have to click on create, and then you can give the name, and this will appear, and you just have to open this, and you have to give the name, and you have to provide the description here. Okay, so I want that Casey Brown should look on or approve the balance sheet item. So I've given the description as conditional approval policy product hierarchy based on account type, approver Casey Brown, when account type equal asset, liability or equity, same as I just showed you in my Excel sheet. Okay, so then we have to go to definition, and here you can see we have to first go to edit, and we have to enable it. Then it is asking for approval method, that is parallel or serial. So in parallel basis, basically when we have more than one or two approvals, so in parallel each of the approval user will have a same right, means that one of them, or basically we have total required approvals also, so any of them can approve that. But in approval method, that is serial, then we have to, like, series wise we have to approve that. So one more thing, it is asking that one approval per group. So yes, we want only one approval per group, and total required I already told you, and include submitter. If you want to include a submitter, then we can do that. And allow enrichment is just that, suppose we have one user who just added one node in the particular hierarchy, and we want that when it goes to the approval, he can make some modification or any enrichment, then he can do that. Okay, and we have reminders as well, and approval escalations. So let's add the I have already added Casey Brown, and you can add many other users as well, because we have a method as parallel or serial. Okay, so I've enabled it. Let me just save it. And after saving, you have to go to filters, and here in filters you have to define for what actions the condition approval will apply. So I want that whenever we add, delete, insert, move, remove, or reorder a particular node, then this will work. Okay, and if you want all the other things to work, like if I cancel this reorder, so then in the drop down it will appear, and you can select accordingly, or you can select all of them. Okay, so I'll again select the reorder. Okay, and then we have the properties, on what properties you have to like work and all the things. And then we have the node condition. Here we have to, we will like provide the property or the expression we will provide in here. Okay, and I just selected to include, and I will select account type here. Okay, we have the account type here. So in this property, my condition approval will work. Okay, so basically we have first have to go to the fx icon, click on the fx icon to give the expression, and excuse me, and let's give the expression. So first I will remove this, and we can just give a simple expression here by statements or objects. We have objects as well, we have operators as well. Okay, so I will use a if statement here. Okay, so the first approval condition I'm going to give, that Casey Brown should handle asset, liability, and equity account type property. Okay, basically these are just the balance sheet items. So if uh, we are starting with if node properties. Okay, one more thing, we are going to give the or condition. So first we will select or, and again or. Okay, so the operators are, we are using or. So first I will give node, then properties, then you have to select the account type, then account type, and if equals, so we have to give like asset here as the account property, asset, and I will just copy it and paste it here. Okay, and here I will give liability, and again I will just copy and paste it. Okay, so if node property account type equal asset, liability, or we will add equity. So we want to return the boolean as, because we are going to provide some kind of custom validation, so we want that boolean, we are using boolean as true, else we want to return it as false. We want to return it as false. Okay, so let's apply and click save. And one more thing, request types, you know that if you import interactive or subscription based, you can also select that. So I have selected all of them. Let's save it. Okay, so go to definition and check all the things, and you can close it. Okay, so all the prerequisites requisites are ready for the balance sheet items, and let's add one balance sheet item, and let's see if we are getting some approval with Casey Brown or not. Okay, so I will add just cash account for the sake of just testing it. Okay, you can test other accounts also, account type also. So I will add one cash account in the total cash and investments. Okay, so here I will add cash 03. So let's make a new request. Okay, so I will add child to OFS underscore cash. So we have to provide the name first, because it is a planning application, so we have various other like validations here. So we have to provide the data type as currency to it. Okay, and because it is a balance sheet item, so exchange rate should be ending. Okay, and here we are selecting the account type, that is asset. Okay, and yeah, we have to select the source plan type, so that is plan 1 in my case. Okay, so the error is gone, and let's submit it. Okay, so now you can see we are in the flight mode. Okay, and let's open Casey Brown to approve this account. So let me just open Casey Brown. Okay, let's go to request. So this is Casey Brown. I already logged in the incognito mode. So you can see here we got a request that in flight mode we have to approve it. So I will just open the request, and it will just straight away take us to the particular approve request. Okay, so as you can see, we have added OFS underscore cash 03, and it is giving us the same to asking to approve. So I'll just read all the things and check the account type and all the things are same or not. Okay, and let me just approve it. So I will just simply approve, and I can give the comments also, that is optional. Okay, so Casey Brown in my case got the approval for the balance sheet item. Let's add one more condition for carry lane for revenue expense account, that is income statement accounts. Okay, items. So let me just go to the owner, and go to inspect, go to data chain, hierarchy sets, and I will just show you that how we can add conditional approval policies for the income statement. So again, I already added, because we to make it more precise and faster learning, I already made one conditional approval policy for the income statement. So I will just open it, and all the things are same as we have just made in the balance sheet. For the balance sheet, so you can see we have the general, we have given the description, and in definition I have chosen carry lane, and all the other things are just same. Okay, but in filters I have changed the node condition. Okay, let me just show you the expression. So that is kind of node condition expression which we have to provide. So if node property, that is plan account type, equals revenue or expense, you can see here, then we want to return the boolean as true, else we want to return it as false. Okay, so if this is not correct, then we will not particularly get any error. Okay, so let's save it, and here I will give the property that I will include again account type, and save it. Then all the things are same as we have just did in the for the balance sheet. Let me just close it, and here I will add one income account, income statement item. So okay, let's find sales, if we can find sales. Okay, we have cost of sales. Okay, let's add one expense account. So in the total cost of sale, I will add one expense account. Okay, so I will make one new request, and I will add a child to total cost of sale. So let's add a child, and let's name it as OFS and add electricity. Okay, and data type is currency. We are just doing the same. We just change the account type, and I will choose expense this time. Okay, and let's just take it as unspecified. Okay, and we have to give the source plan type, that is plan 1. Okay, so let's just save it or submit it, and we will see that we will log into carry lane and we will just approve it. Okay, so request is submitted and it is in flight mode. Let's log in carry lane. So I'll just log out, sign out Casey Brown. Okay, so this is carry. Let's go to request, and if let's see if we got any request for the approval. So yes, we got one request. Let me just open it, and it is taking us to what we have just added. So we added OFS underscore electricity, and you can see here all the things are same. We just have to select check if for the expense we are getting the request or not. So yes, we are getting the request for the expense account, and same we will get for the revenue as well. Okay, so I will just approve it. Okay, okay, so let's check that our account is added or not. Okay, so it is here you can see here, and we can make another new request. So account has been added. So this is a kind of custom validation, custom approval policy we are going to we have given, and we have made one custom validation also in the node condition expression. And one more thing is that you can make any other conditional approval policy according to your need and according to your requirement. So thank you for watching this video, and if you have any query you can visit bspsolution.com and stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.